Hey Gadget Groupies, I've got a short rambling review for you today. This is a product segment I get crazy excited about, and that's capacitive styluses, styli? I don't know what the plural of that word is, for smartphones and tablets. Ways that we can have a universal fine point touch input for our various electronics and gadgets. I know Steve Jobs said all you need is your finger, this is the perfect pointing device, but Steve Jobs wasn't correct. And when we see the future of devices like the LG Stylo and the Galaxy Note 8, those products show us that there is a demographic of people who want better control than the fat pad of our finger, which is why I'm so stoked to see a company like Wacom. I was always told that it was pronounced Wacom, but someone told me it was Wacom, and I didn't bother looking it up before shooting this video. But this is the Bamboo Tip, a rechargeable universal stylus for phones, tablets, and touchscreen computers. Fine point touch, fine point control for all of your gadgets out there. It's not a proprietary solution. It doesn't have an app. It doesn't lock into a specific service. It doesn't even need Bluetooth. It just works with everything. Clad in a gorgeous satiny soft touch plastic, we've got a power button, a very fine tip point, a micro USB charger on the back. I know, no USB-C. Hopefully more accessories will start adopting that. And then a little control switch to control the power of the output of the pen, depending on the gadget that you're trying to use it with. I've always had issues with certain styli like these, trying to use it with LG phones because they get very aggressive and the touch input gets really choppy. The Wacom, the Bamboo Tip, I'm just gonna call it the Bamboo Tip. I'm gonna stop saying Wacom or Wacom. The Bamboo Tip helps alleviate that issue by giving you this little flip switch so that you can better control how you interact with the different products you're trying to use it with. If you've caught any of my reviews in the past, you've probably seen a fine point interacting with phone screens, and that was from the Stylo pen. Stylo pen was a great first step in introducing this universal idea in a really high quality presentation and product. The only downside to this is that it uses AAA batteries, and I don't like using disposable batteries with my rechargeable battery tech. I get a little, twitchy and ultra liberal about the consumer waste and the landfill and the toxic chemicals that go into these things. So I was using rechargeable batteries for these, but my rechargeables were kind of old. They would drain really quickly in this pen, and it just wasn't as nice an experience overall. I still use it a lot, especially when shooting reviews, because I like the point of this, making it into the video as opposed to my finger blocking part of the screen or my hand. It's really, you have to do some really creative camera work to get in there and fix those problems that a stylus can get you around very easily. But if we could get rid of the AAA battery and go to something that's rechargeable, that would make me happier, which is one of the major selling points on Bamboo. Bamboo Tip claims up to 10 hours of use. I've honestly not tried to drive it to complete failure. I'm charging it up probably at around the 3 to 4 hour mark just to make sure it's topped off. And then also it's just a nice perk where, unlike something like Apple's Pencil, where you have to plug it into a lightning connector and it's super awkward, you can get like a USB-C to micro USB cable to charge directly off your phone battery that way. Operation is super simple. One button click, you're gonna see a little light pulse on the stylus, and then it's ready to go. And you can use it to navigate all around your favorite phone, tablet, PC interfaces, anything that's got some kind of usage, a capacitive usage, this thing's gonna work super well. Accuracy has been great on pretty much every product I've tried it on, even better on LG phones than the Stylo pen. And over a week of use, I haven't run into any noticeable dropout. You're going along, you're trying to draw a straight line and you'll see some little gaps in the line. I haven't run into that issue with the Bamboo. And that signal cutout is critically important when you're doing some of my favorite activities like playing top-down shoot 'em up games. You need that accuracy. You need that consistency of input to make sure you can dodge and frag all enemies that come your way. But no, seriously, it is kind of silly. I won't play games like these unless I have some kind of fine point touch interface. I hate raking my finger against glass screens to really get into this type of gameplay. It's kind of annoying, and eventually you start burning the pad of your finger if you play way more than you should, like I do. I should probably take a break more often than I really am. The stylus on its own will cut out after around 5 minutes if you haven't been using it, or you can hold the button down, you'll see a little quick double pulse on the light and it's off. And this thing has been really awesome to incorporate into my current tech sphere of gadgets and accessories. It's such a small benefit and it's hard to properly quantify, but even down into silly things like I'm trying to write a script from my phone. I've been doing a lot more production, entire production from mobile devices, and being able to scrub through text a little bit easier or edit video on a timeline and have slightly more precise touch input than what my finger can do. It just makes the whole process a little bit easier, a little bit nicer. Now, this is not a cheap accessory compared to the terrible passive styluses that we have on offer from like Amazon. Like an Amazon basic stylus is gonna be like $3. This is gonna run you $50, but it's gonna do everything way better than those passive dumb styli, and it's a lot nicer to hold, it's very well balanced, and it's from one of the top names in this space. A name that I'm still having difficulty pronouncing. I'm gonna call it Wacom, but you can trust a brand like that to offer up better experiences when it comes to fine point control. My official verdict, this is a great little product for the price, and I hope you'll click on those links down below this video, get more information on the Bamboo Tip and where you can shop this puppy online. As always, folks, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more gadget and accessory reviews like these, and please help me out. Check out the Patreon, where I'm trying to expand on conversation, really build up the podcast and get you guys more involved in the collaborative aspect of producing videos online. You know where you can find me around the web as @SomeGadgetGuy, and I will catch you on the next video.